It's week 4 of the 2022 season, and we'll be watching the Falcons' rookie running back. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Throwing is Mariota. On the right side, this is Miller. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Miller, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Miller
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, Usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places, and the difference is 5 yards or 15, and in this case, that's a big play.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Arnold Ebiketie brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has a
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Mariota to throw it.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. To throw again on second down. Watson, it's caught. Cooper.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
It's hard to believe with all this production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming off a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw, Watson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Troy Anderson
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
A first down throw for Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watson now to throw. This one left side caught by Berrios. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Watson trying to get his guys moving. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Braxton Berrios, 67 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. The York on now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action. Mariota. Man open. Here is Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mariota on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota underneath for Miller. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Mariota now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On play action, Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Algier going straight ahead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Mariota.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And here now come the Falcons.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got to look at.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
3rd and goal. Mariota rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Play action now, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the foot. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing is Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And quickly they get to the line. Algier now up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to speed things up here. First down, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Velus Jones, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Coach, keep it.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.